you become a peace officer in Texas, part of your student debt could be paid for. It's what two bills filed by Texas lawmakers are trying to accomplish to help with what they're calling a shortage of officers statewide. Sarah Acosta spoke with Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar. He's weighing in tonight on that proposed legislation.
Here, as of late in law enforcement, every agency in the country is having a hard time recruiting good applicants.
Fewer recruits in Texas. It's why state lawmakers Representative Lynn Stuckey and Senator Kelly Hancock have filed bills that would help pay off student loans of new peace officers. Senator Hancock calling the bill an important recruitment tool for a tough and too often thankless job. Both bills would set up a student loan repayment program for new peace officers, paying off debt anywhere between $20,000 and $30,000 per officer that stays on the force for a certain amount of time. It's legislation that Sheriff Javier Salazar says could help locally.
Sheriff Salazar says the number of people interested in becoming deputies has been lower in recent years. He says currently they have 50 openings on the law enforcement side.
It's why this weekend the Bexar County Sheriff's Office held a career fair to attract more recruits on the law enforcement and detention side. Salazar says it's not just Bexar County experiencing a shortage, but across the country, calling it a generational issue.
Right now, a lot of money is being spent on teaching law enforcement agencies how to attract the millennial generation.
He says he supports any help from the state, especially a bill that would assist recruits who are educated. Currently, he says BCSO has a program that reimburses working deputies who are taking classes. To qualify, you must be a full-time deputy while taking classes to get partial reimbursement.
A better educated deputy is a more job-satisfied deputy. For sure.
Sarah Acosta joining us live now in the KSAT 12 newsroom. So Sarah, the sheriff said that BCSO was having trouble getting new recruits. How about the San Antonio Police Department, though?
The San Antonio Police Department, Myra, is actually not having that same kind of shortage problem that BCSO is. I mean, you can just take a look at these numbers they sent us. Their number of cadets is actually increased over the last 3 years. As for this particular piece of legislation, they said they couldn't specifically comment on, but they did tell me they do support any type of legislation that encourages a career in law enforcement.
All right, another thing to watch in Austin. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, Myra.